Hey guys, welcome back to another FSD video. Here we got a car trying to overtake us. They decided to back down and go behind us. Right there. We're going to almost have our red light scenario over there to see if the car was going to stop, but sadly we didn't make it in time and the car got in front of us. That's alright. We'll see how we do with our normal blinking red light up here with the stop sign. We have been doing pretty good where we have been just going through it, so hopefully we continue to do that. There hasn't been a software update, and it's been doing both. So it's been doing going straight through without any issues, but it's also been doing the double, triple stop, where it goes, stop, goes, stop. So we'll see if that's fixed. If it is fixed, then it goes back to my thing where I'm thinking the car's starting to understand the more that it drives. So each build, it learns on its own, like offline. I don't know. Just a theory that I have. As I noticed that the longer that I have a build, the better it seems to perform. Which, honestly, could just be me getting used to that build. You can see very far out here. You can see all these cars. There's cars in the parking lot. It's pretty crazy how you can see so much just from cameras. Obviously way more than I can see at a time, but here we go with the green. It is a protected left here, so we should be fine to just keep moving forward. FSD handles it super smoothly, of course, going over that yellow line a little bit, just like the guy behind us. So no problems there. That's what I probably would have done too. As long as there's no vehicle there, it's no problem. I like that we're staying in the left lane here. Sometimes the car gets a little excited and wants to go to the right lane and pass this vehicle. But we do have construction here, so I don't know if that's why the car wasn't doing that maneuver. Now we do seem to have a slowdown. I think it's just a car turning left up here. Nothing too interesting. But we'll see how FSD handles at this light coming up right around the corner here. Probably a quarter of a mile away. Really excited to see that I just want to see it go through. I want to not have any issues and just keep going through. There is an ambulance behind us too, so we're going to actually have to pull over. I think we're going to have to disengage FSD for that because FSD doesn't know how to, oh, they turned, so we're good. Now I got to go around this box truck here, perfectly handled, just hitting the yellow line just like the people behind us, only enough to get around our obstacle, which I love because we do have oncoming traffic there. We got some more construction and cones on the left-hand side here, so this is going to be interesting. I don't think it's really going to affect us, but we do have to offset a little bit for it to not hit the cones. Seems to be offsetting perfectly, just in line with the car in front of us and behind us. So very human-like. Wonder if anything interesting will be coming up here, if we'll have a blocked road or something, and see if the car has to reroute on the fly. Could be interesting to see. You can see the cones showing up as these little blobs over here. And here is our blinking red that we really just want to do our first stop, move on through. Stop and go. Okay, I did not have to hit the accelerator, so it did it again. So I really think that it's learning because the first few times that I tried that, it was consistently failing. And then the last 3 times that I've gone through there, it's been perfectly fine. So that's really cool. And it's the only blinking red with a stop that I do consistently, and that is no longer an issue. So, ooh, that tailgate is really far out there. Wow. Okay. Good job, FSD. Squeezing the gap as always. I wonder if it showed that tailgate open, or if it showed how close we got to that car. If it like shows the visualization of all the way back to that tailgate. Couldn't look there and at the car and the cones all at the same time. But it's handling this perfectly fine. I don't know what this person's doing. Wow, I don't know what you do if you live there. I guess you got to go all the way. I don't even know. That's wild. I'm glad I'm not living over there. And like, look, if you like miss your driveway a little bit, you're in a ditch. I don't know if you guys can see that over there. It's massive. I don't know what they're doing, if they're redoing the train system or something. Now, here's an interesting thing where if we continue straight right here, we'll hit, ooh, it's moving over, it's correcting, it sees it. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Let's see if we can zoom out a little bit and get a just a blob. But it moved over. It normally will go on this side because these are like 2 lanes here. And it will go on this side because that's where we have to go to continue straight. I don't know if it's trying to follow the vehicles or if it's like a combination of seeing that. That's super cool to see that it's controlling for that. At least it feels like it's controlling for that. We'll see how we go up there. I mean, these are not like huge blockers, so it would be kind of hard for the car to see, I would think, but it sees it perfectly fine. Wow, that's so cool. Are we going to get over to the left now? And then as soon as we hit that intersection, we move over to the left like we should be. A guy just walking across the street because that's what they do in Buffalo. Wow, that's awesome. Car's handling everything so well. I really do love that. All right, so now we're getting this trip down pretty well. Pretty much before, the only major intervention was that red blinking, the red blinking light with the stop sign, where I had to like hover my foot over the gas or the accelerator, be ready to hit it because it would like slam on the brakes, and then I'm worried about the car behind me. So if that's fixed, then I think I can get through this drive 0 intervention every day. So that will be interesting. There are a few more things that we got to make sure that we can get through today, where we have like wider lanes where people treat them as 2 lanes, but there's no paint dividing the 2 lanes, so sometimes the car does get confused. It seems to be getting better at that, so we'll see how that goes. That's probably in 1/4 to a half a mile. And then once we get through that, we pretty much made it all the way through our trip with 0 intervention, 0 disengagement. Perfect drive, honestly, super comfortable. We even had some construction going on. So, yeah, FSD is really, really getting close. This is also an area where there's just less Teslas compared to somewhere like California. So I'm sure there's just less data for the team, and the fact that it can just drive here too without a problem is awesome. It's really just incredible what the team is working on and what they're getting through. 12.5 is even now on Model 3, or Hardware 3, sorry, which that's awesome because people weren't sure that was coming. I think it's like a smaller version of version 12.5 for now until they build some kernels, and then it's going to actually support hopefully the full version 12.5. But I've heard that 12.5 on Hardware 3 is performing very well, still getting 0 disengagement drives, so that's pretty incredible. This is a green light and this guy's not going, so FSD is going to have to learn to honk soon. I think that's going to be the next thing it's got to learn. Because, yeah, that's annoying. But, oh, this is super exciting. And now we're coming up on the intersection that I'm talking about with the wider lane. Oh, my God, those guys weren't even paying attention. FSD handled it perfectly, though. So I would have just kept going just like FSD. I'm sure it saw them. Sure it knew what was going on. So right here at the light, it should treat it just as 1 lane. We do have a green if we scoot up a little faster. It's a short light. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. You can do it. Okay, so, you know, we hugged the yellow line well enough. So I'll call that a pass. FSD is getting there. 0 disengagement, 0 intervention drive. Let me know how you thought of the drive in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.